Hannity, and we continue tonight with former Alaska Governor, Fox News contributor Sarah Palin. All right, so I want to go back to these comments that the Republicans didn't show courage, but they showed capitulation, that they need to fight. Governor, I know for a fact, there are sources I have, that there's a real divide within the caucus, and most Republicans seem to be coming down on the side that they can't be too contentious, can't battle too hard, and there's a lot of anger towards conservatives like myself, like you, like Rush, like Levin, Talk Radio, that we're saying, why didn't you guys fight here? Here's my next question. Next battle's going to be over the debt ceiling, and all indications I'm hearing is the leadership may not be ready to fight on this, and that even Tim Geithner said, no, they've gotten the okay that there's not going to be a big battle over this. What do you think the fallout and reaction will be if, in fact, they don't fight on that issue?
Well, if they don't fight on that issue, and if they don't fight going into the 2012 elections, we need to remember that losing is not an option, or our country will be owned by foreign countries, and we will be obviously less secure. We cannot afford to lose. We cannot afford to incur more debt. Debt is the foundation of destruction. Look what's happened over the years in Germany and Poland and Greece and so many of these other countries. We just need to look at what has happened to these other countries, learn their lessons, and not repeat it. Increasing debt in America will just put us on that road that those other countries were already on. No, we need to fight. We need to fight so hard going into 2012 to get somebody elected who has executive experience, who hasn't just been part of this herd mentality of trying to manage the public. The public doesn't need to be managed and controlled. We need freedom. The private sector needs freedom. So we can't start giving in on things like these budget deals and increasing the debt ceiling, and certainly not in these elections coming up.
You said to the GOP establishment, you sent a message, if you stand on your platform, if you stand on your pledge, we're going to stand with you. You said, we'll fight with you, we'll have your back, and together we all win because America wins.
Yeah.
You're talking about a very specific person. You've been kind of quiet on the issue of whether or not you're still thinking about contemplating a run for the presidency yourself. Where are you in your process?
Well, I think that it is still too early to declare candidacy. I think it's too early for anyone. Right now, my concentration is on getting that message out to the GOP leadership and to the other side, those who are reasonable and will listen, that we cannot keep going down the path that we're on. I am so encouraged, though, by like the Tea Party Americans. Let's go back to Trump. Look where he was last weekend. He was speaking at a Tea Party. That shows you that Tea Party Americans are influential, that they are big tent, and that they are independent. They want to hear from Trump. They want to hear from all who have common sense, pro-private sector, pro-business ideas, and the Tea Party movement is going to grow and strengthen. And here,
but not to belabor the point, Governor, a lot of the other candidates have now formed exploratory committees in anticipation of a run. Exploratory committee soon?
You know, that isn't even on the radar, that type of step yet, because I do think that even that is early. And, you know, I've never really run for anything conventionally over the last couple of decades, be it city council or conference of mayor presidency or mayor or city manager, governor, anything like that. I've just jumped in there and done it when I've known that it's the right thing to do. So it's going to be an unconventional run if I so chose to do that.
You also, in fairness, you had very harsh, very strong words for President Obama on a whole variety of issues, not the least of which is that he didn't fulfill most of the promises that he has made. You even said at one point, win the future, when you said WTF is about right, which was a pretty funny line. But then you went through how he's ignored the debt, ignored the deficit spending, ran through Obamacare, et cetera, et cetera. In that sense, who do you think, when you look at these candidates, who jumps out at you as somebody, if you don't get in, that you could wholeheartedly support and that you think could win this future that you're talking about?
No one yet. I want to keep hearing their ideas. I want to know of their experience, their executive experience. I want to know of their record in office and in the private sector, to know that they have a foundation that can be built upon in that presidency. But no, I did call President Obama out for his lies. Sean, he told us that he would cut the deficit in half, and yet he tripled it. He told us that he would be fiscally responsible, and yet he crammed down a nearly $1 trillion useless stimulus package that didn't stimulate anything except more debt and, as I said over the weekend, wonderful Tea Party movement. No, he has lied to the American public, and we're saying enough is enough, and that's why we want to fight. That's why we want to encourage those with that common genuine concern for where we are headed, for what we are doing to our children and our grandchildren's opportunities. We want to be unified, and we want to go forth in a fight, if we must, against the liberal left who just doesn't get it, or if they get it, they're doing this on purpose, trying to destroy too many good things about our country.
I agree. I think the time to fight is now. I hope people, Republicans, conservatives, Tea Party members, I know the Tea Party's there, are on your side. By the way, Governor, I got to give you credit here. You have the most interesting backgrounds. One time we had a plane taken off in your backyard. You got somebody playing behind you over there. And I will tell you, I think you have the best backgrounds of any guest we have. We appreciate you being with us.
Hey, thank you so much. And it's about 60 degrees warmer than it is in Wasilla, where I am today, so this is heaven.
All right, Governor Palin, thanks for being with us. And also coming up tonight, Congresswoman Michelle Bachmann here in studio with a special message for President Obama and how he can put this birth certificate debate to rest once and for all. First, the president is caught on tape scolding a local Dallas TV reporter. Wow, pretty amazing tape. We've got that. Stuart and Dana and much more coming up next.